One of the biggest reasons new coaches struggle to get clients isn't marketing. It's that they're trying to sell big transformation programs before they've even proven to themselves that they can get one small result. And that makes everything feel harder than it needs to be. What changed everything for me as a new coach was focusing on one simple idea, one small, useful improvement I could help my clients achieve that showed new clients or prospects exactly how I could help them. That one idea became clients, income, workshops, speaking opportunities, and eventually an entire body of work. Hey, Coach, I'm Ronnie Noyes with Smart Ideas for New Coaches. And in this video, I'll walk you step by step through how one idea turned into an entire business for me and even a book, and how you can start the same way. Stick with me because in a few minutes, I'm going to show you how to find your version of that starting point, that one valuable idea, even if you're brand new and feel like you're starting from scratch. Here's what I see happening all the time. New coaches feel pressure to offer big, expensive 6 or 9 month transformation packages right away. But they don't yet have case studies, clear language about results, evidence that their coaching programs change lives, or the confidence to claim it. So their marketing and messaging sound vague and prospects hesitate. Not because coaching doesn't work, but because the path isn't clear yet. What most coaches actually need at the beginning isn't a bigger program. They need a clear starting point, one small but meaningful result they can help someone achieve. That's where everything begins. And once you have that starting point, something powerful happens, which I'll show you in just a moment. Here's the shift that changed everything for me. One idea, just one, can become what you're known for. It might start small, it can grow into a coaching tool, a checklist, an article, a coaching package, a workshop, a video, a speaking topic, a class, a product, a podcast, a book. Most coaches create something once, an idea that's an entry point for new clients, and move on. Maybe it's a social post or part of a larger coaching package, but they don't focus on that and it becomes lost in the messaging for buy my big coaching package. But the real strategy I recommend is go deeper with what you've already got. Repetition isn't annoying, repetition is necessary for awareness, and repetition creates mastery. Now, I know that some of you are thinking, but Ronnie, won't people get bored if I keep talking about the same thing? No. And here's why. First, most people haven't seen it yet. Even your most loyal followers miss the majority of what you publish or talk about because there's so much competition for attention. Second, people need to hear something multiple times before it lands. And repetition builds familiarity, and familiarity builds trust. Third, when you present the same idea in different formats, you're reaching different kinds of learners. Same idea, different door in. So no, you won't bore people. You'll reach more of them and they'll have a better chance of actually hearing what you have to say. I've used a simple process for years to make one idea go further. I call it the 5 R's. Refresh, update your content with new examples or insights. Reframe, present the idea from a different angle. Reformat, change the medium. Release, share it in new places. Repeat, because repetition builds recognition and trust. This is how one idea becomes multiple opportunities. Now let me show you exactly how this looked in real life for me, because the starting point was incredibly ordinary. So very early in my coaching career, I noticed something at networking events. Smart, talented professionals could not answer one simple question. So what do? They'd fumble, over-explain, lose their train of thought. And I've been there myself. So I wrote a simple article, actually a blog post that I later repurposed as an article about how to answer that question. Why you need a killer elevator speech that demands attention when you speak. That led people to ask me for help. So I created a 2-page worksheet called How to Create a Killer Elevator Speech. That's where things really took off. A simple 2-page worksheet, and I used it as a lead magnet. Now here's what happened next. And notice how naturally each step grew from the one before it. The worksheet became a coaching package. To promote it, I offered a free teleclass. People attended, some became clients. Then I offered a paid class, then workshops. Meanwhile, I started writing articles, lots of them, from different angles. Same core idea, many doors in. Each article built credibility and visibility. Those articles led to speaking. Speaking led to consulting, and eventually all of that became a book. But the most important part of the story isn't the book or the speaking, it's the starting point. I noticed a fixable problem in my category, which was marketing. I created a simple tool. I shared it multiple ways, and it grew step by step over time. You can do this too. I'm not the only example of how one simple idea, one simple fix can open the door to so much more. You've heard about Mel Robbins, the 5 second rule, started her empire. James Clear, 1% better every day with atomic habits. Tim Ferriss, designing work around life with his 4 hour work week. Each of these people started with one useful idea and shared it repeatedly, expanded on it, came at it from different angles, talked about it, posted content about it, and grew. You don't need their platform to use the same strategy. They didn't have their platform to use this strategy. Like them, you just need to start. If you're wondering where to begin, here's a simple process. Step 1, identify one small improvement you can help people achieve. Not some big transformation, one small improvement, a simple fix. Step 2, create a simple tool. Maybe it's a worksheet, a checklist, a short guide. Step 3, share it in 3 formats: video, writing, free class or webinar. Step 4, choose 2 places to share it, places where your clients already show up. Step 5, repeat consistently. You don't need dozens of topics. You need depth and repetition of that one idea, that first step into your world. Okay, I've watched many speakers promise people they could build empires or become $1 million coaches. And afterward, many listeners felt deflated. I know I did. Because they can't picture themselves getting there from here. I don't want that to happen to you. So let me be direct. I'm not promising you fame. I'm not promising an empire. What I am telling you is this: one useful idea shared consistently over time will get you clients. It will build credibility. It will grow your audience, and it may take you further than you expect if you give it time. You already have ideas worth sharing. You don't need a massive following to begin. You need just one useful starting point. If you want help brainstorming how to do this with your ideas, I created a free cheat sheet with more than 50 ways coaches can monetize and publicize their intellectual property, their idea, their take on a common problem. You can download it by subscribing to my newsletter. The link is below. And if this video helped you, share it with a coach who's been waiting for permission to start small instead of being perfect. Thanks for watching, Coach. I'm Ronnie Noyes, reminding you that today is a great day to be a coach.